I was actually I was gonna try and get like Club Kokomo Spirits. Like Mike Love has that he's got like a brewing company or whatever where he does cocktails.
Really?
I wanted to try and get some of those, but fucking they don't ship to Canada.
Is it any good?
I don't know. Apparently I've heard it's pretty good, but it's like 10%.
Okay.
Yeah, like 10% a can. That's crazy.
To prepare for listening to the song or what?
Anyway, Nate, thank you for doing this.
Oh, no problem.
And I'm sorry.
No, it's a test of friendship.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, would you like to introduce yourself first, or we get into this?
My name is Nate Sheridan. I don't know. How do I introduce myself?
I don't know. What are you? You're a musician. You're in a few different bands. You're in Campfire Sigh. You're in
Wonder.
You have a bunch of solo albums.
Yeah. Singer, songwriter, and session musician. Music fan in general.
Yeah. We've been friends since grade 3. So what happened with this video was I was going through like the albums and I'm like, okay, I need a bit of backup on this. I don't think I need someone with a more like musical ear to help me out, because I'm like, I understand that most of these are bad, but I'm kind of just stumped on some of the details. Like why exactly, what's going wrong here? And I mean, just the other day you texted me and you were saying like, some of the recycled tracks on some of these albums, the mixes were completely different, and I wouldn't have even noticed that until you pointed it out. So luckily you're here for that, because I think I realized I was a little in over my head.
Oh, well, hopefully I can be of use.
Yeah. So one thing we do got to address is the elephant in the room here. A few months ago I did my video on the Camp California Beach Boys games, like the TurboGrafx 16 ones, and I joked I was going to do this video. I joked I was going to do the Mike Love ranking video. Half joke, I was going to do it. I did an update video where I said I'm absolutely going to do this, and then like 2 weeks later Brian Wilson died.
Yeah.
So it feels a little rough to be, talking shit about this guy when his cousin just died. And, in between that, I think his brother Stan Love, like the NBA player, died.
Oh, wow.
The only consolation is that he's not going to see this, I hope.
Oh, you never know.
Yeah. This isn't going to be like a complete, like, Mike Love, just, fucking dick kicking fest. We're not just gonna be completely shitting on him. That's kind of, I don't want to say I wanted to do this video kind of to defend Mike, but I do think he gets a little bit of shit that he doesn't deserve.
Yeah, I'd agree. I thought this would be a lot more painful than it ended up being, but there are quite a few songs out of these I actually really like.
Yeah, it was only a little painful. There were bright spots here. But a few months ago, I saw it was an Instagram reel where it was like the same joke from a Mike in the, Todd in the Shadows video where he was talking about Summer in Paradise, where he was like, geez, the Beach Boys, they've had, abusive parents, abusive doctors, and Charles Manson, and yet Mike Love is still the real villain of the Beach Boys. And I'm like, yeah, that's funny. He's a chode. He's an asshole. We don't like Mike Love. But, when you're talking that kind of shit, you kind of have to, like, take a second and realize, like, okay, you're comparing this kind of douchey chode, and you're comparing him to Charles Manson, who's one of the most evil men in American history. I think, you kind of need to step back. You need to look back with love a little bit.
Yeah.
And, just look at Mike for what he is, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've kind of tried to only pay attention to the music itself, not even thinking about Mike Love as a person.
Yeah, ignore the wife beating allegations, ignore the, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, so why I actually wanted to do this, I really like Big Sur off Holland.
Under Big Sur sky, and that's where
I think that's a really good song. It's one of my favorites of his. It's one of my favorite tracks on that album. And I was wondering, like, why did he never, like, kind of continue with the sound he had on there? Like, that song, it's a pretty simple one. but it's like it's it's nice, it's serene and stuff. But then after that, on the Beach Boys, he's doing you look at Summer in Paradise, that whole album. He's got the fucking rap song on there. He's got just garbage. And I was you just have to wonder, like, okay, was that song just a fluke or whatever? But then I was actually listening to this album just out of morbid curiosity, and it's all terrible, except like right at the end I was like, okay, there's just one song in there, Paradise Found. Not great, but it's like one of the better cuts off the album.
Oh yeah.
And I ended up looking up the songwriting credits on the album, and I was shocked. I knew some of the songs were covers and some of them were originals, but I didn't realize that Mike Love did not have any writing credits on the entire album except for that one song on there.
It's insane, really. Yeah.
Because, looking back with Love, you'd think, like, that's got him written all over it. You'd think that would have been a song written by him, but it wasn't. So that just got me thinking, like, is he, like, secretly a good songwriter and he's just not showing it with the later Beach Boys stuff?
Well, I mean, my come away from this is the most painful parts of this discography mostly aren't his songs.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. He's like, I guess, we'll talk about that when we get to those albums, but he's good at a specific thing, which is very, like, I don't know, chilled out, kind of just low-key stuff. Like, he's really good on All I Want to Do, that song on Sunflower.
It's a great song, yeah.
Yeah, he's very good when he's just chilled out. He doesn't have the most range for his voice. He's got that very nasally, he's kind of got like my voice, basically, where it's, very monotone, very flat, but he's good at just, like, being chilled out, laid back, and he doesn't, like, go in on that. He doesn't capitalize on that. He's doing, like, the big, stupid pop numbers half the time. Songs where his voice is just not appropriate on it. Which, speaking of which, I think let's get into our first album here, or first few albums here.
The Bottom of the Barrel.
Oh god, yeah. Well, okay, so my ranking here, I've got Catch a Wave and Beach Boys Salute NASCAR at a tie. And I think you said you've just got NASCAR down there?
Yeah, NASCAR I have at the very bottom.
Okay. Nate, would you like to describe the Beach Boys Salute NASCAR?
Let me get to my notes here. I tried to forget it.
It's a hard one to forget. Yeah, I mean, that cover is so iconic.
I mean, for NASCAR, my main complaint was the backing tracks.
Oh god, yeah.
They're, flat and quantized, lots of MIDI happening.
Yeah.
Programmed drums, I think programmed bass. Unless they just recorded it really badly, I can't tell.
Yeah.
And some of the vocals are okay, but they don't justify the project. None of the songs really bring anything new. It's just pointless.
Well, yeah, because I don't know the entire story. He did a few sessions with Adrian Baker, who I think he was one of the touring musicians for the Beach Boys, where it's like, okay, we're just going to hop in the studio and then we're just going to re-record a bunch of Beach Boys numbers. And I guess, like, some Beach Boys adjacent numbers in there, because I don't think Little Old Lady from Pasadena, they did that live. That wasn't like, that wasn't one of their own, that wasn't like a Beach Boys song. That was Jan and Dean, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Or a little GTO.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so it's like, okay, here's all these songs about teenagers, these teenage ballads about having fun, being young, and they're all recorded by a 50-something-year-old with all the energy of that. It's like, well, yeah, and then there's just like bad like drum machines on it. It all just sounds so flat. You just sucked the life out of every one of those tracks on there.
Yeah, it makes you wonder who they were making this for.
Well, it seemed like they just kind of, I don't know what the story is. I think they really just hop into the studio. Hey, fuck it, let's just do this. We'll get drunk and do it in the weekend.
It would have faced like an unnamed pain.
The best of the name was that.
It seems like they just had these lying around, because so I have Catch a Wave and NASCAR both down there at number 10 at a tie, because I'm like, they're all from the same sessions. And they just seem to, like, I think Fun, that's the same recording on both of them, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think they just had them lying around because those two albums were released like 5 years apart from each other. Catch a Wave was 93. It was released on Mike's own label, which I don't know if he ever released anything on that again.
Yeah.
And then NASCAR, so that was released exclusively for... Yeah, okay, it was sold as part of a deal specifically to be sold at Union 76 gas stations.
So it's they made it for that crowd?
Well, they didn't even make it for that crowd. It's like, okay, we cut that deal to get that out there, and then we have these car songs recorded. Fuck it, just toss them on there. Throw it, we'll pretend like Bruce Johnston is on the album. Because, yeah, they advertised that one as having, like, you know, it's Mike Love, Bruce Johnston, and David Marks of the Beach Boys, Salute NASCAR. But then, I think David Marks, he just has, like, a few guitar overdubs, and Bruce Johnston is, like, not on it in any capacity.
Yeah.
It's trash. They're both those albums are complete garbage.
I mean, one angle I could see as they were making it, maybe they thought that digital clean sound would, you know, be more appealing. But yeah, I mean,
this is the future.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, you did that in '93 when it was still like the grunge era.
Yeah, I think they should have just kept the backing tracks and sold them as karaoke tracks or something.
You mean we're not just gonna put out a bunch of instrumentals, are we? I gotta put my voice on it, you know?
Yeah.
Gotta put that California Sunshine on there.
And those songs without that vocal blend that the Beach Boys had, I mean, that's part of what makes those things special in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just sing the same parts and get the same result.
Well, especially when you've got, like, it's Adrian Baker doing the falsettos and stuff, and they really fucking make you miss Brian, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially the last songs on each of them are like, what was it? I think one of them was Surfer Girl, the other one was shit, I don't remember. Whatever, he had the last two tracks, basically Adrian Baker sings some of Brian Wilson's songs, and it's like, okay, that's a neat little tribute, I guess, but I just want to hear Brian. Like, it just feels like you like he's just not there, and it just sucks the soul out of him.
Yeah, exactly. It's depressing, really.
It's very depressing. I think that's all we have to say about this one, right? Do you have anything else to add?
No, just that they're both crap, and I wouldn't recommend them.
Yeah. Okay, so would you agree with me that these are both tied, or would you say Catch a Wave is a little bit better?
Yeah, I would agree that they're tied. I mean, yeah, I couldn't make an argument, really. They're both equally unlistenable, and I wouldn't go back to either of them. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think those are the only ones I didn't re-listen to for this. I tried, touching back on a few of them just to make sure, I'm getting everything. Those are the two I'm like, one listen, we're done here. We don't need more of this. We didn't actually explain this yet. We don't have like a finalized ranking at this point here. We're just kind of we're flying by the seat of our pants. We have our own rankings here, and we're going to just have to argue about which is worse. So what do you have for number 9 then?
Number 9, I would have Summertime Cruisin'.
Oh, you listened to that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I put that in the nose. You didn't have to listen to that.
Oh, jeez.
I met her on a Monday and my heart stood still. Do run.
I'd have Reason for the Season.
Reason for the Season. Okay, I have that at number 7. It's pretty bad. Yeah, that one's just... I don't know. I feel like that one isn't quite... It's mostly just... I feel like that's mostly just boring. It's not totally painful.
Yeah, I don't know. I found it quite painful.
It's not good. Not by any means. Well, yeah, so Reason for the Season... That's such a fucking weird one. It starts off like kind of... It has kind of a pulse at the start, and then it just...
It's nosedives.
By the end, you're just like, am I in Sunday school? What the fuck is this shit?
Oh, God. And I guess this is the first one where auto-tune is prevalent.
Well, no, this one came after Unleash the Love, actually.
Yeah, I mean, in the ranking discussion,
Oh yeah.
but yeah.
Oh god, yeah. This is like the latter half of his solo career, I guess, because he disappeared for like he didn't do a solo album for like 20 years or whatever, and then he came out of nowhere with Unleash the Love. But yeah, this one's no good. I think there really isn't that much to talk about. It's like they start off with a few different Christmas songs, then it just becomes like Christmas standards and like Bible songs.
Yeah, and guest voices.
Oh yeah, I think he's got his kids on there.
Yeah,
I don't mind Christian Love's voice. He's all right. But was he on that one?
Might have been. I know his daughter was for sure.
Mm.
But yeah, not just his voice is auto-tuned, but all the guest singers, and I could hear it on the harmonies. And
Oh yeah.
there's just no reason for it, really. And I think the master of the whole thing is really squashed. Especially like on certain songs, you can really hear it. I don't know what's behind that. But.
I don't know that that first track is kind of stuck in my head. I kind of like the chords on it, but yeah, after that it's just nothing. The weirdest part of that album is the fucking Shorten and Bread rewrite, though.
Oh, that's horrible.
The reason for the season we believe in. The reason for the season happened way back when.
It's also like
That's the title track, Reason for the Season.
yeah, where it's like, okay, we're gonna talk about reason for the season. It's Baby Jesus, and we're gonna do it to the tune of Shorten and Bread for. That's not your thing, Mike. That's not your joke, Mike. What the fuck?
I wonder if he made that for Brian Wilson as a
Well,
Christmas.
he didn't write that one. That's the thing. Oh god, and it's such a bad rendition of it too. I don't understand why they did that. It's such a fucking weird. Of all the songs, you picked the meme.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, now that we're talking about it, I'm like, yeah, I think I can justify it being number 9. But I'm like, ooh, I don't know. See, the problem I have with that is that the next album I have here, I'm assuming. Actually, what's your next one here?
Next I have Listen to the Air. Are we counting that?
Yeah, okay, that was my next one actually. That was my number 9.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I think that one is worse than Reason for the Season. Reason for the Season is like, it's shit. It's a bit boring. I don't think it is as actively painful as Listen to the Air / Rock and Roll City.
Yeah. I mean, they're both pretty. Like, I had a hard time sitting through Listen to the Air. So.
Well, you texted me about that.
Yeah.
Like right after, and you said that one was just brutal.
Yeah, I mean the songs themselves, I guess, are technically better, but they're all songs that I love, just destroyed, which just makes it.
Yeah, I don't much care for Alley Oop and Baby Talk.
Yeah.
Like, just in general. But so that's another weird one. So the reason that's the NASCAR album and Summertime Cruisin' were included, well, they were sold at those specific stores. It kind of stems from here. So the my understanding of how this whole thing came about was that Dean Torrance and Mike Love were on a tour sponsored by Budweiser. That's where this art comes from here. They got the fucking Budweiser. You can't really see the Budweiser on there too much because of the Obi strip. But so they were on a tour, and I guess like a fan came up to them with an album of like Jan and Dean and Beach Boys. It was like a Beach Boys Jan and Dean compilation, and they asked them to sign it, and they didn't know what the fuck it was, and it turned out it was a Radio Shack exclusive that it wasn't licensed at all, and instead of suing the pants off of them, they were like, that's a good idea, let's just do that,
Huh.
So they made a deal with Radio Shack to put this album out and just fucking just sell it at Radio Shack exclusively. Like just skip the publishers entirely and just go with them.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
It's like completely corporate bullshit, and that's how like he seemed to learn that trick, and he just kept doing it. So that's the thing. It's like he's so like business minded, I guess. That's why like so much of his stuff feels so weird, you know?
Yeah, it's another one where there's just no artistic or creative ground being made here. It's just taking good material and like Walk Away Renee, that's one of my favorite songs.
That's that version by the Four Tops is great, but yeah, I think the reason we weren't sure if this one even counts is because like they're not even on all of the songs. It's like it's kind of a compilation of a few different artists. I think like that one was like Paul Revere and the whatever. Who the fuck is on that? Paul Revere and the Association, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what this was. So the original version was actually called Rock and Roll City. This version is oh shit, I just bent the Obi strip. This is the a Japanese re-release, I guess, which is they renamed it Listen to the Air because they added in the weird like radio announcer gimmick, Mr. Rock and Roll or whatever. DJ Brian Byrne, Mr. Rock and Roll. Which is so weird because you're listening to the songs and it's like, alright, that's a great song by Mike Love. And now, up next, it's Mike Love with some nonsense. And, yeah, I think... Oh, shit, sorry about that. Yeah, I think there is like a sequel to that, which is like a Christmas album. I think it was less of a Mike Love album and more of a various artist, so we skipped that. Plus, I couldn't find it anywhere. But... that album is trash. I think, because it's all covers and they're all like they have like the worst synth tones on fucking everything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, looking back at Glove, that's a pretty bad one for that. I think that album is worse. What else do we have there here? That's... Oh, yeah, fucking Sugar Shack. That's another... It ends with another fucking Jordan and Bread!
Yeah.
Mama's little baby love shack and mama's little baby love.
It's got like awful butt trumpets on it.
Butt trumpets.
Oh my god. I think like yeah, I think the best songs in this album are the ones without Mike on them in any capacity, except for like 96 Tears. That one's like that's pretty garbage.
Yeah, 96 Tears I wrote. I haven't shed 96, but I'm getting there.
That Wild Thing cover. That's
oh
god, that one's rough. I don't like Baby Talk from a conceptual angle. I understand like the narrator is supposed to be a 5-year-old boy, but no, you still got to write the song about how he's into a 3-year-old. It's like,
yeah,
I get it. It was the 60s, different standards, but come on. So we are at an impasse here because I think this one's less. I think this one's worse than Reason for the Season. You think it's better than Reason for the Season?
Yeah.
I'm pretty easy. Do we want to go with that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I don't feel passionate about. I mean, again, I wouldn't go back to either of them. There's not even one song on either of them that I would go back to.
No, absolutely not.
I would concede and say, "Listen to the Air" is. Well, you say it's better or worse?
It's worse. I think this is like the second worst on the whole.
Yeah, sure. I can agree with you there.
Okay. So the next point of contention here, I've got Country Love. What do you got?
I have 12 Sides of Summer.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Because, yeah, 12 Sides of Summer, that's a not good one. Country Love, I have trouble even, like, forming an opinion on. It's just, like, it's a really just boring album, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see why it wasn't properly released.
Well, it's also weird. It was apparently done during, like, the same sessions as First Love.
That's right.
Yeah, I guess he was just like, you know, okay, we're gonna try a few different things here, and we'll release both these albums. Whichever one does better, we'll just go off in that direction. And then that just didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, do you have any songs at all you like on Country Love? Or
I think
'cause I definitely have a favorite.
is it Wrinkles?
No. Oh my god.
Such a good dog, I'm believing we're happy up in doggy heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really. I think I wrote down. I think I kind of liked Some Sweet Day, but I don't remember how it goes.
That's kind of the gospel-y one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's funny. There's some lyrics on there, like on Dallas, like, okay, Mike, I don't think you've ever pumped gas once in your life. On Baby, I'm a Changed Man. Mike, come on, you've never smoked marijuana. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Well, what's your favorite song? on the
I
album?
love the song Dallas.
Really?
That's been in my head ever since I heard it.
How does that one go again? It's like, oh, but I'll never play Dallas again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It has a good chorus. I think he sounds good singing it. But yeah, just a shame that never went anywhere.
Yeah, I guess I'm just like, I don't know. It just isn't like, I'm not a huge country person. I like some country.
Yeah.
I like like Bob Dylan's One Country album, and I like, I haven't heard all of 12 Golden Country Greats, but Wayne's got some great country stuff. But we gotta talk about Wrinkles.
Oh god. Yeah.
That is, oh my god.
I just wrote childish but not endearing. It's just stupid.
Though some of the most like embarrassing lyrics he's ever written. Like, I don't know, you can't put Doggy Heaven in your lyrics and have that come off as a serious song. Like, holy shit.
No.
I gotta say though, I feel the lyrics. Yeah, because we had to put down My Dog a few years ago, and I'm like, okay, this is a bad song. It's kind of catchy, but these lyrics are awful. I kind of feel it though,
Oh, well, he could have brought it back on Unleash the Love. That would have been interesting.
Oh god, yeah, that's weird. A lot of these songs, that is weird. There's a version of Everyone's in Love with You on here, but none of these songs came back. He didn't like rearrange any of them.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I know some of these are covers. I think like I Started Loving You Again. That's a cover, right?
Yeah, that's Merle Haggard.
Oh yeah, I couldn't find like proper credits for this album, so I'm not sure. But
That's a really nice Merle Haggard song. There's a fast version and a slow version, right?
yeah, and that's why I guess we forgot to mention this. This is one of the we mentioned it in passing. Like, this is one of the unreleased albums, which, yeah, for some reason, this one just didn't get out there. It's like a bootleg at this point. And so I'm not sure if this is even, like, what the track listing is supposed to be, because that's not right. You can't just have that one song and then right next to it, here's the song again, but faster.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, that song, it sounds like I just played that Nancy Drew game, Secret of Shadow Ranch, and it sounds like background music from that.
Yeah.
It's almost identical.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you got to give him some credit for going all in and making a whole country album.
Yeah.
I mean,
he definitely did, like, he really swung for the fences with that one.
it kind of goes against the notion that he would just stick to the formula. I mean, he didn't release it.
Oh, yeah.
I can see why this one wasn't released. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't have a strong opinion on this one, so I can put it a bit higher up. Well, we should like get a pen and paper out because we're not actually like paying attention. Well, okay, so that was my next one, Country Love, and yours was right. I forgot yours was 12 Sides of Summer.
12 Sides of Summer.
That's the one that's currently in judgment.
Yeah. Well, what can you say about it? It's another covers album done in that modern production style that I hate, at least vocal-wise.
Oh, yeah, he's got all the bad autotune on there.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like, it's made worse because his voice is like super rough at that point, and I think the vocals, the autotune actually like makes him sound even more fucked up.
Yeah, it's not natural at all.
It's so weird that his voice got so rough because it's like, he's the one that like, I don't think, like, he didn't smoke. He specifically is like, he's the most square, like, anti-drug motherfucker. Maybe he drinks a bit, but it's like, how did his voice get so bad when Brian was like a fucking coke, alcohol, smoking fiend, and, he came out of it with a baritone.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, again, none of these songs surpass the originals or rival the originals.
Oh no, not even close. But it's like the whole album. It sounds like it feels like an album for geriatrics. You know, like you play it in the fucking retirement home, basically, to pacify them.
Yeah.
There is nothing like. There's just no energy on this one at all. Is California Beach? Is that one an original?
California Beach.
Yeah, it was like the first track on the album.
Yeah, that's an outtake from the Beach Boys. I think he wrote that with Al Jardine.
Oh.
In the late 70s.
Oh, okay. You know what? I actually have a list. I put together. Where did it go?
Might have been from the LA Light sessions or something.
I put together a whole list of like everything that I could find that he re-recorded, and I totaled like how many times he did them all.
Huh.
That was one I missed.
Okay.
So, actually, let's go over this for a second.
Sure.
So, let's see here. We've got 33 songs he's re-recorded over his entire solo career, not counting the stuff on Celebration, and not counting Summertime Cruising, I guess, because that's got Kokomo on there. Most of these, just one. He's got, he's done like Surfin' Hawaii, Surfin' USA, Catch a Wave, Surfer Girl, 409, Warmth of the Sun. Wouldn't Be Nice, that one gets... But the weird ones here, he's done a few of these twice. Surfin' Safari, he's done that one twice, which... That's on this album. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh boy. He's done Fun 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 twice. He's done I Get Around twice. California Girls twice. Do It Again and Everyone's in Love with You twice. Oddly enough, he's re-recorded Brian's Back 3 times.
Wow.
And this is all like the Beach Boys re-recordings. I know that was an outtake, but it's like, yeah, on these albums he's done it like 3 different times.
Wow.
Just fucking bizarre. But
it's very odd. And this is the second time he covered On and On and On.
Oh yeah,
the ABBA song.
He did what was the reggae one on here?
Over and Over.
Oh god, it's even worse on this one, you know? Mike, don't do reggae, leave it to the other Mike Love. Have you heard about that guy?
I'm not sure.
He's like a reggae artist. I don't know, I've never heard any of his music, but he's like, his stage name is Mike Love, and it's like,
huh.
Bro, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, there's also there's a noise group called Mike Love 666. But yeah, so I think the real centerpiece of this album is probably the Surfin' Safari cover.
Come on a safari, early in the morning we'll be starting out. Some honeys will be coming along.
Tell me what you thought of that one.
I tried to give it a hip groove. What would you call it? A halftime feel, almost. I don't know if hip hop is the right term, but
yeah, when I first heard that, I felt like I blinked out of reality for a second because I was like, is that a fucking trap beat I hear? And it isn't, but it's just like, oh my god, it's fucking deadly. Like,
yeah.
What the hell were they thinking with it?
It's it sounds like one of those AI generated memes or something, just making something purposefully ridiculous.
What if the Beach Boys was today?
Yeah, that was painful.
I think one of the ones that really surprised me, I did not hate the cover of Here Comes the Sun. That should have made my skin crawl, because that's like one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
I love George Harrison. Not the worst cover, honestly. I kind of like the bossa nova thing going on there.
Yeah. Well, at least he's doing something different that kind of works.
Yeah, it is pretty... It turns out he's a bit of a George Harrison fanboy, as we'll find out. That's kind of unexpected.
Yeah. At least he didn't do a reggae version of that.
Oh, God. I think
Be on his next album.
I think the big sticking point for me on this album is that version of Rockaway Beach.
Ah, yes.
Up on the roof, out on the street, down on the playground, the hot concrete.
Like, it sounds like a fucking casino cover band doing it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, here, it's It's the fucking Ramones. Play it fast for God's sakes. And it's like they got keyboards and shit. It's like, no. No, man, you don't got the energy for that. I can just see him like dancing around to it on stage, like, shut up, the sun is out, and I want some. That album is no good. I'm easy on this one. I think I had this one at number 5 because I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck to do with it. Like it doesn't sound. The production on it isn't as bad as some of like the other ones, but I'm also like, yeah, I can put that one. I'm fine with wherever that one goes. That one's like, yeah, that one can go fuck itself. Number 7 is gonna be 12 Sides. Okay.
12 Sides of Bummer.
12 sides of poop. 12 sides of shit coming out of my ass. You know, speaking of summer, it's really nice that we're doing this on the hottest fucking day of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really get that hot fun in the summertime.
Absolutely.
So next off, okay, I think my next one is Looking Back with Love.
Okay.
What do you got?
I had Country Love.
Country Love. Really? You
Yeah.
thought? Okay, that's interesting. So you thought Country Love was better than no, you thought Looking Back with Love was better than Country Love? I guess I did.
Yeah. I have that a couple spots up actually, but
Okay.
I could be persuaded.
No, you know what? I think we just had this conversation. Country Love can go right here. We can put Country Love below. I mean, it's below. Country Love is below Looking Back on mine too. So
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Number 6 is going to be Country Love. I
I'll
don't
have to
know.
listen to it again.
Oh fuck! I have no idea how I'm gonna edit this. This is a mess. Okay. So, what's your next one then?
I have Unleash the Love.
Unleash the love and do it with dedication.
I mean, for me, I don't know. I have a lot of trouble with auto-tune on anything unless it's like it makes sense with the songs.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Unleash with Love, it's just so blatant.
I think the main thing that Unleash has over Looking is that it has just better songs on it in general.
That's true, yeah.
It has an overall better sound. Like, Looking Back with Love has some of the chintziest, awful fucking synths. Like, they're not as bad as Rock and Roll Steady, but they're up there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even... Does this fucking album even have, like, bass lines at all on it?
I don't even know.
Oh my god.
None that jumped out.
The main thing that really gets me about this one is, like, his voice is so fucking... His voice just does not work on these covers at all. Like, he has such a flat voice that it's like, it kind of... There's, like, such a monotone voice that kind of, like, flattens all these pop tunes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you really just need someone with better range to be doing some of these songs. Like, that version of Calendar Girl is so bad.
You start the year off fine. You're my little Valentine.
Yeah. If I want to listen to that, I'll go to the Neil Sedaka version.
You know what? I think I might be canceled for saying this. My favorite version of Calendar Girl is the Negative XP cover.
Okay, never heard that.
Yeah, don't look that up. Well, this has got on and on and on and over on here. It sounds worse than the fucking... You ever hear that demo MIDI track, reggae.mid?
No.
That's a better song than Over and Over. And it's just like shitty MIDI.
Yeah.
I like the demo version of Be My Baby more. Like, the mix on the Looking Back with Love version is like so fucking... They like lowered the synths and they like put all these like shitty flourishes on it that just sound so lame.
Yeah.
Everything on that album, it's lame.
Absolutely. Yeah, that sonically, I mean, I guess there's 2 songs on here I like. What do you think of the title track?
Looking back with love. Looking back with love.
So I'm back and forth on that one.
It's stuck in my head a lot. I don't care for it. I feel like it's another one of those ones where it's just like there's no energy in it. I can just picture him like dancing around to where he's like, oh, you ever see that video? He's just of him like doing it live. He's just like, good vibrations, assassinations. He's just like pointing around and he's like, what, fucking get up, learn to dance, you asshole.
I think that's a song that would have benefited if he wrote the lyrics. 'Cause, I mean, as you said, he only has one writing credit on this whole thing.
Oh, it's weird because it sounds like a Mike Love. It sounds like a Mike Love lyrics, you know?
Yeah.
Like he even does like good vibrations, assassinations. Like that's a fucking he's like rhyming shit with good vibrations. It is like, you know, that's his staple basically. That's his one trick he's got.
Yeah.
And it's like that sounds like such a Mike song, and the lyrics on there, it sounds so Mike. The fact that it isn't is just fucking bizarre.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very odd.
Yeah, I don't know. But so Unleash the Love, the longest album in the history of man.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Sure feels like it.
I think I actually had that at number 3.
Whoa.
Which that's not because it's good. Just because I'm like, there's a very large power gap. Yeah, so this is like the first of the auto-tune trilogy, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like I already mentioned this, his voice is so fucking rough at that point.
Yeah.
What's really weird about that album is specifically like he re-records a few songs off First Love, which was like the unreleased album that was supposed to be his first one. It seems like it's almost like his smile in a way, where it's like he couldn't get these songs out, and now he has the opportunity to. But then a few of those songs, like he re-recorded them already for that 2005 album, which I like quite a bit.
Yeah, me too.
And I think all the new recordings on it are just bad. Not bad, they just sound worse.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's sad.
Like I think that version of Too Cruel especially is like, it just feels so much more limp than the 2005 version with Christian Love on it.
Too cruel are these lonely nights. Not too cool, 'cause I can't hold you tight.
I don't care for the new version of Daybreak Over the Ocean.
Yeah, that one I didn't care for either.
And it's weird because it's like, why even re-record that when you already got it on That's Why God Made the Radio? And I think that version was like straight off the 2005 album, but then it's like he re-recorded it with like disco fucking strings.
Yeah.
I think it's closer to the First Love version now, but it's like it just sounds worse in general. It's so much less like chill.
Yeah, it was quite disappointing.
Well, and then I Don't Want to Know, he does like the big, like we talked about that a bit earlier, how like the best version of that song is off the celebration LP here.
Yes.
Me looking like a fool all over town. If you're ever gonna let me go.
And where it's a much more subtle version, it's got a very different beat on it, which is like, I like that version, and he keeps, every time he re-records it, he has the stupid, like, I don't know what the fuck kind of vibe he's going for on that. It's like,
If it's just to blame me for a fool, baby, don't be cruel.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the song to begin with, but that's definitely the best version on Celebration.
okay, that's fair. What do you think of All the Love in Paris?
I think it's okay. Again, if the vocal was more natural sounding, I'd like it a lot more. But
I think it's decent, but I'm also like, it's kind of a Get You Back rewrite. Like, they sound very similar. Like, having them right next to each other on there, like, very... They
yeah,
have, like, the exact same beat.
that's a good point.
You know what's weird, though? I think that version of Get You Back, I think I like it more than the original.
Okay.
Like, aside from the bad vocals, like, surprisingly, those sleigh bells do, like, a lot of the heavy lifting on there.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, and it's nice hearing, like, Jeffrey Foskett on there, R.I.P.
Yeah, I mean, this whole Unleash the Love, if we were ranking this solely on the sound of the music, minus the vocals, this would probably be number 1 for me. Like, I like the way... Yeah, I like the way the drums sound, and it sounds modern, like it was recorded today, while also kind of organic. Like it doesn't have the real corny strings or the,
Yeah.
you know, everything sounds full and tasteful. But yeah, the vocal just completely ruins that.
Well, it is also weird because like some of those albums, what am I saying? Some of those songs were like they were new mixes of the songs from 2005, so they're not like that contemporary. That's the thing. It's such a weird album because like you start off with the new recordings on the first disc, and then the second half of that disc is the tracks pulled right off of the 2005 album that was unreleased. Which, yeah, like you mentioned, they were different mixes. I didn't even fucking notice.
Yeah.
I think Pisces Brothers. I like that song. It's a nice little tribute to George Harrison. Makes a little more sense in 2005 than in 2017.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the 2005 vocal's so much better.
Oh yeah, he was pretty good at that. He was all right at that point. I
yeah.
think that was like, he's clearly older at that point, but he definitely got out of like the nasal, the super nasal period, because he sounded like from 83 to like the late 90s, he sounded so fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, fucking glow crescent glow. I like that song a lot, but I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it's almost like a little overproduced on this version.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're throwing in like sitar riffs after he's done, and it's like, come on, this was way better when it was like more stripped down. Now it's like, sounds like Be Here Now, the Oasis album.
Yeah.
Which I like that album a lot, but that's a conversation for another day.
The Glow Crescent Glow is probably my favorite Mike Love song out of all of this.
Really? It's pretty good. It's very, like again, he hits that kind of just chill vibe where it's very calm, very nice melody on everything.
Yeah, cool lyrics, like astrology and stuff.
Morpheus, why have you forsaken me? Yeah, it's not bad. Probably not one of the better versions on this album.
No, I hated it on here.
And then, here's the thing. We talk about all this shit. The album's not even halfway over.
Yeah.
Because then we have the fucking re-recordings.
Yeah, that was pretty painful.
I almost wonder if this whole thing was like, it was just gonna be another cover album of like old Beach Boys stuff, but then they were like, okay, hey, let's re-record some of these other tracks I haven't done in a while, and then they figured like, well, okay, we have too much material now for a single album, but not enough for a double album. We'll throw some of those older ones from 2005 on there, mix them a little differently, because like there's so fucking many. He has no business doing Wouldn't It Be Nice, you know?
No.
Holy fuck.
Maybe if we think a wish and hope and pray it might come true.
They all kind of, it's interesting, they kind of remind me, like the sound of them reminds me of the Adrian Baker sessions. It almost feels like they were based directly off those because they feel just as like limp.
Mm-hmm.
And now his voice is even older. He's even worse off.
Yeah, there's just no point.
Yeah. Did you know John Stamos is on some of the tracks on this?
I saw that on some things.
Yeah, he did drums on a few of them. Fuck you, John Stamos. Get out of here. You weird fucking bald cap wearing motherfucker.
What do you think of Ramraj?
Ram Ranch?
Hot, hard, buff cowboys, their cocks throbbing hard. 18 more wild cowboys out in the yard.
It's weird. I gotta say, there's some formula fuckery going on there, and I kind of appreciate it. Yeah, I like the songs on there. I like a lot of the songs on there for the most part, the newer ones. Maybe we can talk about those more on like the better version of the album.
Yeah.
Because there's some good songs on there that he actually wrote. And they're not great, but they're pretty good. But now we're gonna have to decide here for number 5. Are we going Looking Back or Unleash? That's a really hard one, isn't it? Because I feel like I'd rather listen to Looking Back with Love, honestly.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, like, I've listened to it a few times without a morbid. It's like, it's shit, it's almost more comical. It's almost more comically bad. With Unleash the Love, it's like there are better versions of these songs that I can listen to.
Yeah.
I don't want to put that album on.
And looking back is short too.
Oh
in
yeah, well
comparison.
it's only one fucking disc.
Yeah.
I've tried to re-listen to Unleash the Love and I can't do it. It's too long.
It's brutal. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
And yeah, I do really like One Good Reason from that album.
It was a summer day.
Okay.
I think that if he continued writing his own songs, I think he could have found a place for himself.
Well, that wasn't one of his songs.
One Good Reason?
No, that's like I said.
Shit.
He's only got one credit on there. I think, like yeah, the only credit he's got on here is Paradise Found. I can't even tell. Some of these are covers and some of these aren't. I know, like On and On. That's ABBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teach Me Tonight. That's a cover. I think One Good Reason. That's an original, but it wasn't written by him.
Okay, yeah.
That's what's so fucking weird about this album is that, like, you know, he had 2 albums worth of mostly his own material, which didn't get released for whatever reason, and then his debut is mostly covers. It's all covers. Like,
Very strange.
yeah, that's why his like this career is so fucking weird. Where it's like, why is it all covers? Like, do more. You can do it.
Yeah.
You clearly have like the writing chops, which we've barely even talked about his original songs. We're not there yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, I'll concede. Well, I think number 5 will go Unleash the Love.
Sure, yeah.
So I think my next one was gonna be 12 Sides of Summer, which we've already got. And what's your next one?
Are we including Mike Love Not War 2023 or?
I guess, yeah, we can talk. Well,
Not war. What in the world is all the fighting for?
that's kind of why we're doing it like this, because we were hashing this out. Because I don't know.
Yeah, it gets dicey, huh?
Well, so this is another weird, like, it's another weird release scheme where it's like you get a digital MP3 download if you buy tickets to Beach Boys concerts. We almost had an opportunity to get this one, like, properly, because he actually played here just a few months ago.
Yeah, that's right.
And I didn't find out. I was driving my mom to a doctor's appointment, and I was just in the car listening to the radio, and I hear, like, Mike Love's name on the radio, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And then my mom just says, oh yeah, he was here yesterday. You didn't know? It's like, no, what the? I didn't fucking, what? What the fuck was he doing here?
Would you have went?
You know what? I would have. But,
Maybe
you know,
I'll be back.
that ship had sailed because I didn't know.
Yeah. He might be back.
Hmm?
They might come back.
Well, he'll be dead in a day soon.
Well, you never know. He might have, I thought he died a few years ago.
I don't know. Yeah, did you see there was a picture of him recently where it's like, it was at Brian's funeral where it was like him and Van Dyke's Park, where they finally, you know, harmony had been restored between them. He lost like a bunch of weight.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if he's been on Ozempic or something, but it's like, yeah, he like lost a lot of weight recently. He doesn't look great, but I don't know. He's still, it's crazy. He's still fucking going. He's like, what, 83 or something?
Yeah, at least.
And he's like, I think by the time this video goes out, he'll probably, he's gonna be at Riot Fest performing.
Wow.
What are you doing at Riot Fest, man? You're sharing the stage with Weezer? Fucking weird. But yeah, so Mike Love Not War 2023 is it's a fucking weird album because it's songs taken from the 2005 album that were already on Unleash the Love, aside from like 2 songs.
Yeah.
And it's new mixes of them.
Yeah, Make Love Not War and Ramraj.
I guess I didn't even realize that Ramraj wasn't even on like the 2005 album.
Right.
Yeah. And by the way, the album art for this is like one of the fucking worst I've ever seen.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh my god.
That's insane. But those 2 songs, I like them a lot better here. And I don't know if how that worked. Like, did he redo the vocals now, or are they old takes?
I
don't
think
even know.
I think it's the old vocals. I think they're still the 2005 vocals because you can tell by just how like scratchy his voice sounds.
Yeah.
But it is weird because yeah, it is just like it's not a. It's basically a compilation album. It's almost like a remix album, if anything, where it's like it's not new material. It's old material, and it's not even like released properly. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. That's why we're like, I don't know if we can put this on here.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
it is like enjoy. But the problem is that like it's fairly enjoyable to listen to. It's listenable. The songs on here are pretty good, but there's another album that's good that we can listen to them on, even if it's a bootleg.
mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have like some of my favorite songs off that album, like the 2005 one, are like Cool Head, Warm Heart, and I like Anything for You a lot.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
you know, I love that version of Too Cruel. None of those are on here. It's more of the okay songs.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it's an odd one. I do like the version of Ramraj better on this one. They take out the drums. There's like a vocal intro. That wasn't on the 2017. Yeah, I don't know.
Apparent, like I've seen. That's and looking up his discography. Sometimes it's listed, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a studio album, sometimes it's not. I don't know what this is, but it's also his most. I don't know if we should count this one. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's an oddity. So I mean, you could argue it's the first time these 2005 ones have been properly released, but this seems
Well, no, because those aren't re-recordings on Unleash the Love. Those are the actual.
yeah,
Those are the songs.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I guess we had to listen to it, so we might as well.
Well, would you put it on for
Well,
enjoyment, or would you go to the?
It's enjoyable enough.
Yeah,
I think it's probably. I think it is like in the up. Like personally on here, I have it as number 4 because it's like, you know, once you start weighting out the garbage, you finally get some of his better tracks,
yeah.
some of his better stuff, and it's like, okay,
World Is My Family is the one, completely new one on there. Huh?
is that one? I'm pretty sure.
Unless I missed it on Unleash the Love. But...
I think it might be on the 2005 one. I
Yeah?
don't remember. That's the thing. These 3 albums are like here. These 3 albums, we're trying to rank like the same material in different packages, and it's like it doesn't make any sense. There is like I've listened to folk punk artists with less confusing fucking discographies, you know?
Yeah, World Is My Family. I don't see that on 2005. I don't know if it must be an outtake from somewhere else, or
Maybe I
because
think
he sounds younger on it.
Well, yeah, I think there was one. There was one track. I don't remember what it was. It was definitely not on. I think that might have actually. Yeah, that might have been not on either. That might have been an outtake.
Yeah, I could see why it was an outtake.
Only One Earth though. There's a really weird bit on Only One Earth where it becomes like a monologue. It's like a girl talking.
Grandfather, Great Spirit, fill us with the light. Give us strength to understand.
That's like fucking. Yeah, did you ever play Devil May Cry 4?
No.
There's a song in there. It's this really like loud. The main like battle theme is like this really loud like butt rock theme where it's like, the time has come and so have I. I'll laugh laughs because you came to die. And then it's like on the longer version, it goes into that kind of thing where it's like a woman just like having this monologue. Basically, it's like a church hymn.
We show no mercy, for we have none.
It's fucking weird that it's like it's on here, you know?
Yeah.
I think though, I guess we'll put it up on here. Just why not? You know that we're already in crazy town as is.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I guess number 4 is going to be Looking Back with Love,
Yeah.
and
Sounds good.
number 3 is going to be Mike Love Not War 2023. We haven't even finished our beers yet.
Yeah.
So we're on the top 2 here, and this is going to be a fun one because I think we both have the opposite placements for the last 2.
Yeah, these two are kind of, I'd almost say I could see them being equals, because I've gone back and listened to them. Well, First Love I've listened to quite a few times, but I think they both have an equal amount of tracks that I don't like too, so it's interesting.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, there's definitely some I don't care for, but okay, so I guess like the battle here is between First Love and Mike Love, Not War, 2005. Where do we? I guess we'll start with First Love here.
Sure.
Yeah. So this was supposed to be his debut album. It was all set to go. It was produced by Paul Faruso. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's this guy right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and he produced the 2005 album as well, which is weird. That's interesting because like those are the 2 best ones, like pretty much hands down. He produced both of them. Where was he for the other ones?
Yeah, it's a shame they didn't do more together.
Yeah, well, it's like he's I guess he was one of the guys from Celebration. He was one of the touring members, I think. I guess they're all like Mike Love's like transcendental meditation buddies. But yeah, so First Love, it's pretty good. It's pretty like it starts off and it's pretty funky, you know, which is not something I was expecting.
Yeah.
It makes you sad to discover that none of the others came close to your very first.
It's pretty disco overall, I think, because that's the era, and I guess he just likes disco.
Yeah, I mean the title track, First Love, I think that's a beautiful song.
Yeah, it's all right. It's very divorced vibe on the whole thing, I think. Like You're Looking Better. That's a pretty good song. It's about he like bumps into like an ex on the street and they're just talking normal.
Yeah.
They're hitting like the diminished chords on that song.
Yeah,
real Georgie up in there.
Yeah, very much so.
That version of Too Cruel is interesting, where it's like, again, very, very funky. But it's also got that weird intro to Starlight, Starbright.
Yeah, that I didn't like.
Yeah, I'm glad they cut that.
Yeah.
One song I don't like is Brian's Back. I do not like that song in any capacity.
Okay, interesting.
It's like, I like hearing Carl on the choruses there. I don't like them stretching out, like, Brian's Back. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a chorus. No.
I have a soft spot for it, but yeah, it's not the...
It is a nice tribute to Brian, but it's like, I can't stand that.
Yeah.
Like the lyrics on there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What about Vigi?
Vigi is fucking weird. It's like, oh shit, we got the fucking recorders up in here.
I love it. I was looking online and people are bashing it.
Oh,
left,
I
right, and center.
hated it at first. Listening to it again, it's like, it reminds me of a song of Smiley Smile. Like,
yeah.
very formula fuckery, you know? Which I respect that. It is like, it's just such a weird, it's just really weird. I don't know.
It's something you'd expect more from Brian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I said, it sounds like a Smiley Smile song.
Yeah.
That version of Daybreak Over the Ocean is pretty good. It's like 7 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah. It takes... I think it's slower.
Oh, yeah.
It takes a long time to get going.
It's interesting to see that, like, a lot of those songs were actually, like... Yeah, a lot of the songs that appeared on Unleash the Love and the 2005 album actually came from here. Like, he just... Yeah, it's like he just had these songs in reserve and he just couldn't get it out for, like, how many years?
It's interesting. So you think there's anything wrong with these recordings? It's like, to me, they sound pretty well produced.
Yeah, that's the thing. I bought his fucking book. I haven't read much of it. I only kind of skimmed through it. And he doesn't talk about, like, any of his solo career. he briefly mentions he mentioned them in passing, like, oh yeah, I had this album that was unreleased. Basically, he talks about Looking Back with Love in like one sentence where he's like, oh, and yeah, and in 1980 I released my first album, Looking Back with Love. It could have been a hit. Under what circumstances, Mike? Explain yourself. This book is like, he doesn't talk about any of the things I want to hear. He doesn't mention, like, I looked up the appendix. He does not mention Big Sur at any point in here, which is like, that's like the first song he ever wrote, you know? It's super weird. He doesn't mention like the Radio Shack stuff with Dean Torrance. He barely talks about Celebration. He gives them like 2 sentences.
That's very bizarre.
Yeah, but I think I just read like a Reddit post about this album where it's like, it was like something with the investors or something that blocked the release. I don't know. Apparently, like those recordings can be officially released because the bootleg it sounds like shit, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh, it deserves to be released.
Yeah, it's sad. It really is some of his best work on there, and it's just like,
with how narcissistic he is too, you'd think he'd put it out and make a big fanfare about it.
Well, and that's kind of what Unleash the Love was, though. Because he just kept re-recording those songs. Brian's Back is on that one too.
And I mean, I think his vocals are really good through this whole thing too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Well, that's the thing. It's like he has these, like, it's good when he like writes songs that are compatible with his voice.
So I guess First Love, that came out on that Disco Celebration with I think that Paul, whatever his name is, sings it.
Oh, did you? I didn't listen. Okay, I heard a bit of like the California Girls version on that, and I'm like, no, I don't need this. I don't need this in my life. That's actually one thing we're not really talking about the Celebration albums, because I think I listened to I listened to this one here, the Celebration self-titled. They also did the soundtrack for some movie called Almost Summer.
Yes.
And this is a pretty good album, but it's not like, this is a pretty good album, but it's not really like it doesn't have as much, he doesn't have as much presence on here as I kind of figured. It's really less his album, and it's more like a group effort.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's like, it's pretty good. I like this album a lot.
They worked well together.
Yeah, the other guys on this album, they were from some other band. They were also touring members, and they were like, they're really good. There's good voices on here. I know Star Baby, I think that was the Paul guy. That was his track.
Did when she told me she was my baby.
Sumahama's on here.
Yeah, that's weird. That's interesting. This was like right before. Was this like the same year as Light Album? I think it's like 78.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I find it interesting they picked that one and nothing else. So I think LA Light would have benefited from some of these songs.
Yeah, that's probably the most interesting thing to talk about here, is that of all these songs, he didn't put them on any Beach Boys albums afterwards.
Yeah, you gotta wonder why.
Yeah, it's weird. I guess he just wanted them for himself, but it's like he just didn't get the opportunity. Well, up until the 2005 album where he redid some of them. This one's my personal favorite. I really love this album. It's very like, it's incredibly like 2000s production wise. Like they've got samples and stuff and like weird fucking instrumentation. I like it a lot. What's your opinion on it?
Yeah, I really liked it too. I think they're a really good set of songs. Yeah, some of it could be corny, the 2000s stuff, but you compare it to that album, and it's not even.
Well, that's the thing. All these albums are like very of their time. Like even First Love, that's a very like late 70s album, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think this is probably my favorite version of a lot. Like I think a lot of like his best songs are on here straight up. He's got like fucking. His voice is good. It doesn't like. It's good for Mike. It doesn't sound like, he was so fucking bad on the NASCAR album, but he's pretty good here.
Yeah.
He's got his son Christian doing a few songs, which is interesting. Like I Don't Want to Know and Too Cruel. He's on there.
Right.
again, I don't know if this is like this is a bootleg. It wasn't released for whatever reason. So I don't know if this is like the official track listing, because I got that one weird one. It's like room audio basically. It's like recorded on a cell phone or something, where it's like a happy birthday song.
Oh, that's from Rishi Kesh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a recording that was made. I think it's Paul McCartney, Donovan, George Harrison, maybe. I know they made an improvised birthday song for Mike Love, because they were all there at the same time.
Holy shit! I did not know that.
Yeah, it's kind of weirdly placed on here. I mean, I assume it's supposed to be an interlude into Pisces Brothers, maybe?
You know what? That makes perfect sense to me, is that opens up with like, he mentions like the happy birthdays back in time.
Come to mind of happy birthdays back in time.
Which Pisces Brothers, like that's a pretty decent. I like that song a lot.
Me too.
I was not expecting like a very like warm tribute to George Harrison. I don't know, the fact that he's like saying like, we're brothers, George, you and I. It's like, okay, that's kind of weird, because I think like I know John Lennon like was like, yeah, that Mike Love guy is like a big asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting how he's like definitely not faking the whole TM thing. He's super into that. Like, he actually in that book he admits to the fucking orange juice incident, where it's like, you don't just go on a 3-week apple juice fast if you're not fucking with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got Everyone's in Love with You right after.
Yeah, and that was from 15 Big Ones, right?
Yeah. And that's about the Maharishi, apparently.
Is it really?
Yeah, I just read that the other day.
Huh. That's interesting.
I kind of I appreciate it more now that I know that, because I thought he was singing about some floozy or something. Like,
You know what? No, I figured it was more just like about a person that's just very like just able to give, just a very like kind, warm person that just just gives out a lot of love.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I hear like people hate that song. I listened to that one, like the original recording. I don't mind it too much.
Yeah.
It's
fine. Interesting that he's bringing it back. I wonder why.
Well, he did it on Country Love too, remember?
Yeah.
I guess he just, which is weird because that would have been a re-recording.
Yeah.
Did I fucking... Yeah, I got that one on the chart. Twice.
Wow.
I guess he just really, really likes the song. That's a very... I didn't realize it must be a very, like, Maharishi-focused album, then. Yeah, that's super interesting. Unleash the Love, like, the title track... No, it's not the title track. It's the opening.
Yeah.
It's a super, like, cheesy song. I can just picture, like the 2000s video where it's, like, he's just, like, in a white void. He's, like, unleash the love, and then it's, like, they're, like, people dancing, like, in the corner in the void, and there's, like, people running around all around him.
Oh, yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Ringo Starr song to me.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Love Foundation, which does not even have half the power of the Heart Foundation.
That one I hate.
Oh, fuck. That's... Yeah, we are the Love Foundation. That one's pretty bad. I really like Cool Head Warm Fart. I like how it, once the key change kicks in, it just keeps kind of piling on more sounds on there. It's all really nice. I like when that synth pops in at the end there.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great song.
Yeah,
very catchy.
I love the lyrics on there, which I feel like a lot of his lyrics is kind of like, love the world kind of stuff can be kind of cheesy. It's very cheesy.
Yeah.
And it somewhat feels vapid because I don't know if he really cares that much. But I'm also like, it's kind of nice to hear him go like, diversity is our strength on Unleash the Love.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like something... I don't know if he's like a hardcore conservative. But he's pretty up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he doesn't seem like that much of an asshole, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends.
Just, Mike, please don't let it turn out that you're on the Epstein list. Please don't. Just come on, do this for me, man.
I don't think he's as bad a guy as people make him out to be.
He seemed like mostly just a big idiot who says dumb things.
Yeah.
I know, like quite frankly, like allegedly he beat his wife, which John and Ringo did it, and
Yeah, well.
we're apologists for them. There was the whole thing about how he allegedly denied money for Sean Marie Love's cancer treatment. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That whole thing with fucking Dennis. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But what else? I really fucking love the version of Too Cruel on here.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a very 2000s poppy number. It reminds me of do you remember Lilo and Stitch, like the original Lilo and Stitch, how it ends with that cover of I Can't Help Falling in Love with You?
Yep.
It's it reminds me a lot of that, where it's that kind of old ass song that's kind of been revamped and it still works.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, it's really interesting how he got that working, and Christian Love has that very era appropriate voice for that too. That is the one thing though, it is a very dated album. It sounds super fucking 2003 almost.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer it much more to the Unleash the Love version, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean it's interesting that version of Daybreak Over the Ocean. That's a good version. I like that one on That's Why God Made the Radio. They popped it right over. I think they threw some of the other Beach Boys onto the melody stack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got on here.
Glow Crescent Glow. That's
Oh yeah,
beautiful version of that.
Yeah, that's a great version of it.
I like the First Love one too, but yeah, I think that's the definitive version for me.
Yeah, I really like Anything for You.
Yeah.
That's an interesting little song. It's not incredible, but it's I don't know, it just got a cool vibe to it. Did you notice that he kind of raps on some songs? He kind of has that, I don't know if you'd call it rapping. It's that kind of talky fucking thing he does on Summer and not Summer of Love.
Yeah.
He has a very specific flow. Did you notice that? It's he's kind of well, California girls come in all shapes and sizes. Some have got dicks and others vaginas.
Yeah. What do you think of 10,000? The Dennis Wilson, well, it was a Dennis Wilson thing in the 70s, right?
Oh, is it? I don't remember that song.
Yeah, 'cause there's a bootleg. It's like a funky jam from the 70s, and there's no vocals on it or anything.
Oh, that's 10,000 years ago?
Yeah, 10,000 years ago.
Okay, yeah, that's in. There's no vocals, so those are all his vocals on there. His new lyrics on there.
Yeah, I believe so.
Interesting track. It's not one of his more kind of chintzy romance songs. It's he's definitely got a point on some of these, which is interesting. That's a decent song. It is kind of cheesy.
Yeah, I could hear if Dennis Wilson was singing it, I think it would be perfect.
Did you know that they apparently he wanted Dennis on Get You Back?
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently he wrote that with him in mind.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably a tribute to Dennis Wilson, I imagine. Yeah, his voice doesn't really suit it, but I like it.
Speaking of Dennis Wilson, though, I think we got to clarify. I don't know. I don't want to. I hope we're not raising this album up too much. Because Pacific Ocean Blue is better than every album on this list combined.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah, I don't got much else to say about this album. It's pretty good, you know?
Yeah, really, only one word.
Only one world.
A world.
Yeah, well, it's weird. I think that might have been a typo on that track, but it's the same song, right?
Yeah, and it's only one Earth later, isn't it?
Oh,
and it's weird.
Remember. Yeah, fucking.
But yeah,
well, sometimes Glow Crescent Glow is Crescent Moon. Sometimes it's even Daybreak Over the Ocean. Sometimes it's just Daybreak.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're dealing with bootlegs here, so it's all fucked.
But yeah, I think this deserves to be properly released. I don't know why it wasn't put out back then.
Yeah, I wonder if it was just Mike Love. Sorry, you're 60, you got, who the fuck are you selling this to, you know? You got no market for this. It is weird because, yeah, it's like one of the better sounding, it's probably it's one of the better sounding albums out of all of these. It's got good songs on there, and yeah, it's in gay baby jail along with First Love.
It's a shame.
Well, okay, so now we kind of gotta figure out which one's better here.
I mean, I could be persuaded. Absolutely. I mean, they're kind of.
Me too. I guess I don't know. Like with First Love for me, it's like it's pretty good. I just think like the middle of it kind of like sags a bit.
Yeah.
But also like Like Love Not War 2005. There are some, I don't want to say stinkers, but it is kind of like there's some better songs than others on there. Like I still don't like Brian's Back, and that's on there too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like First Love, I really don't like The Right Kind of Love at all.
Oh, really? I think that one had a weird beat to it, you know? Very like very non-formula there.
I don't know. What do you think?
Do you want to just tie him?
Sure. Sure.
Yay, we're frauds! No winners here! That's the thing, because like after this, it's like, okay, these are the two good ones. Everything else is shit.
Yeah, well, pretty much.
Well, there you go, folks. There's two good albums, and they're both of equal quality.
Yeah, and you can't get them on streaming.
No. This has been a very long and interesting little odyssey. We've learned a lot of things about Mr. Love today, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think, like, what do you think went wrong?
I think he was, when you listen to First Love, it seemed like he was finding his voice as a singer-songwriter away from the Beach Boys. It doesn't sound like he's like, it seems like he's trying to replicate the Beach Boys so much later on. It seems like he's not trying to do that so much. Like, he's doing different things, and he just completely abandons that.
Mm-hmm.
Even a Country Love, that's a little cringier, but like it seemed like he was onto something, and then he just gave up for whatever reason.
It's like he's so focused on like image, you know? Like the Beach Boys are like they have an image, and he's so focused on that. He was so focused on pushing like the very specific idea of like the Beach Boys brand, fun in the sun, that kind of shit. And it's like he moves away from that with his own material, but then he's also got fucking 12 Sides of Summer and stuff like that, where he's pushing that still, and he's still re-recording Beach Boys stuff. Like, you know, you have how many fucking songs that he re-recorded on that? And it's like, he's so just like business-minded, you know? He seems like he's he's so focused on like trying to make hits and stuff that he doesn't really leave a lot of room for his own like artistic expression. It's hard, you know. You don't want to say, "Oh, you should open up more. You should be more personal to an artist," because you don't want to be telling an artist that they need to just bare their soul out for everybody. But it's like his work just it doesn't really strike a chord emotionally, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's, you know, We've actually managed to go like this entire discussion without comparing him to Brian. Did you notice that?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but like, you know, Brian's songs are just able to fucking, you know?
Oh yeah.
And he seems like he's so focused on not like letting his personal demons out of the bottle that he kind of just makes a lot of bland material, and he tries to, I think like, he's the kind of person that tries to just I think he just does what he thinks the audience wants to hear, you know?
Yeah.
And like being a crowd pleaser, that's not so bad. It's just like he just doesn't, it feels like he could have done so much more, and he just didn't, you know, because he was so focused on that fucking image.
Yeah, no, that's right. And like, yeah, this was his debut album. What would have happened if it was all his songs? Like,
Yeah.
It's like he immediately became a legacy act or an oldies act. These covers, and it's like he didn't even try.
No, it's so weird. That's the strangest thing out of all of this is the amount of albums that are all just covers and stuff. Maybe like he'll have like 1 or 2 songs off some of these, but it's like he just like stopped. Like he had a bit of material, he compiled it all onto Unleash the Love, and then he just went, "We're done, I guess."
Yeah, it's sad. I think he did have a good sense of melody, and he could write good lyrics. Like Low Crescent Glow, that's such a beautiful song.
Didn't he write the lyrics to Warmth of the Sun too?
Yeah, he might have.
Yeah, it's like he didn't do good stuff. It's like even like going back to Big Sur, that's like I think that's a great song, and it's like it's just a shame that he didn't like evolve that sound. But I think once the money started rolling in after Endless Summer, it's like, well, we're just gonna stay in that lane from now on.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. I mean, it's still you got to give him some respect. He's still he's still going. He's fucking like 80 something, and he's like that like to think he was still like performing here just a few months ago.
Yeah, no, it's impressive.
He's no Paul McCartney, but he is our Mike.
Yes,
we love him. I think.
Sure. Yeah. Whoa.
Aruba, Jamaica, ho, I wanna take ya. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys.